All right, so guys, here we go. Online Movement University. We have the real deal in the house today, and we have Irvin, who's been doing Weck Method, teaching it. Are your sprinters faster?
Oh yeah.
Are your distance runners faster?
Oh yeah.
Are you faster?
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So, for anybody out there who thinks that Weck is full of it, he is. He's full of the truth. Here we go. All right. So now, the most important thing is that you come to the qualification WMQ. Okay, so this is the WMQ Weck Method qualification. You're gonna come in the door, and then one day later, you're transformed. We're gonna get you, and one day we're gonna get it. Second day, you're gonna be even better. Third day, forget about it. You're Weck Method qualified. You are authorized to fly the Weck Method flag and exploit the incredible value and goodwill of the Weck Method logo, name, trademarks, patents. Ooh, oh, let me tell you something. It pays to work with Weck. We all win. We are on the path to prosperity. We all make more money. We all do more good in the world. And we all do what we love to do. And you guys don't got to do a shred of marketing. We're going to take care of that for you. We're going to put the feet on the floor, because it ain't butts and seats with Weck Method. It's feet on the floor. Okay, and I'm crazy, but I'm crazy like a fox. I know exactly what I'm doing, which is why I'm leaving Instagram. You know where I'm going? YouTube! You don't have to scroll anymore to see David Weck. Now you can put the phone on the don't text when you're driving, put it on the passenger seat or in the freaking coffee hole, wherever, and listen to Weck. Only if you can handle the truth. Do not watch this movie unless you are prepared to. All right, pragmatics, all right? Here's the Weck Method formula. It is prime, it is perform, it is productive recovery. All right, it is very simple. This is Mo Dorn's handwriting. He's a resident trainer. You will be learning from Mo as well as others. And so here's the thing. I'm just going to do it David Weck so it's messy and you can understand. All right, boom, 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 out the door. There's many of these as you want in your workout, right? We're teaching you to fish. We'll give you sets and reps and all that stuff for certain things. We're teaching you how to fish. Once you do Weck Method, you have the foundation. Now you can build, right? Write your own story. All right, so prime, all right? So up here, we want to prime your body, right? So we are priming, whatever. You can, whatever, I can't write. I'm just gonna do P. Priming. This is the Royal Coil. This is the Club Royal Coil. This is the elastic, Limit Force elastic coil. It's just the freaking, it's the Superman Bosu Ball. It's coiling, 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 A, B, C. I'm gonna be Alec Baldwin for just a minute. Put that coffee down! Coffee is for coilers. A, B, C. Simple as A, B, C. A, always, B, B, C, coiling. You know what Weck has? Weck has a set of brass balls. That's what Weck has. Pays to work with Weck. It is not good to tangle with him. He is merciful, but there are consequences. And you woodpecker in Australia, well, you are cast out of the kingdom. You will never welcome back because you are unstable. Unlike me, who can turn it on and bare my teeth, you lack the ability to be reasonable, and man, did I ever try. Call your boy, your mentor, your teacher, Eric Cressy, and cry together. And Eric, you're welcome to the kingdom because you're good. You do a lot of great stuff, okay? I read your stuff through the years, right? I was researching my enemy, the guy who freaking gave the scientific fucking proof that Bosu Balls suck. But now everybody knows that you use inflatable discs. And not everybody knows that as a 100% opposite training stimulus. And that means that, well, we don't work on a run on a play on an unstable surface, so why would we ever train on one? Okay, you got the principle of specificity like fundamentally wrong, smart guy. Do you fucking play with a barbell and a kettlebell? Do you play with elastic bands? Do you play with your fucking self? Right? Mr. Woody Woodpecker at night and you play with yourself? Do you do that? Why the fuck do you do it? Because it feels fucking good, right? Aha. Try to fuck with me, you little ass. You don't fuck with Weck. So anybody other Bosu fucking basher out there, let this poor child in Australia be the example, and let's not cast anybody else out of the kingdom. He's not welcome. He's on an island, and we're watching him like a hawk. If you infringe my trademarks and my patents. Here we go. All right, so we want to prime on the way up. This is where the Bosu Ball. All right, so Woody, turn it off, go home, do your fucking shit, whatever, go hard on the ground. Ah, what the fuck, you idiot. All right, here we go. Fuck with Weck. And the thing is, what I'm doing, am I angry? Did I just speak to you guys for fucking 3 hours? Was I angry? At all? No. Because I'm fucking giddy is what I am, right? But it is entertainment. Gotta put on a good show, and Randy Macho Man Savage, and the Juice Man, and fucking Vince Offer, because they always make good shit in Germany, right? But we can't do this all day, so back to the story. All right, now, prime, right, with a Bosu Ball. Wing, wing, wing. Don't use your Bosu Ball like this. Use your Bosu Ball like this. Why? Because it is stable. Stable is a fucking table. It's a fucking table, right? It's a stable. Don't put it on the floor. Don't put it on a table. And you're going to be able to fucking move like you ain't never moved before. Because Bosu Balls make you faster. They make you stronger. They make you better looking. They fucking brush your teeth. They fucking Q-tip your ears. Bosu Balls will do everything. They make you faster, they make you stronger. All right, so now here's where it works. Here's how to order. So now here we have elastic. In Weck method, we use limit force elastic training. We're the only ones who do it. We invented it. TM. All right, so now what you do is you set up your stance. I'll go into this in detail later. For those of you who are interested, and you all are, so now here, and my knees are here, and my feet are on 45, my spine and shingle are the same, and I squeeze the living shit out of it with the outside ball of my foot. This is, no, oops, sorry, I messed up. It's the green dot. And you know why it's a green dot? Because it's not a green circle anymore. Because you know why? Cal Poly, Chris Holder, Chris White, these guys put Weck method into practice, had the best results like you couldn't believe it, and they didn't even tell the track team what they were doing because the track coaches are idiots at Cal Poly, and they don't want Chris doing anything but what they tell Chris to do. So Chris said, all right, we'll do what you do. I don't even have to tell you. Here, guys, just do this. And when are you going to tell the track players? Guess what? They go to the first meet of Mount Sac, like fucking 22 personal bests and some records. Weck works. All right, so now, here's what happens. You line up the stance, the spine and shin angles, and the squeeze. Now, you're going here like this. The force is obviously going to come back to you, right? To you. And what you're getting now is you're getting center line strength. If you understand martial science, which you don't unless you do. You don't unless you do. And that creates the power of the adductors, which is the only muscle group that can both flex and extend the same joint, and the power and the force, where on the graph here, like this, here is the force. That's the force. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on and on and on. Here, oh boy, watch out. Ready? 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. What? It's going up exponentially. So the harder you do this is the acceleration factor. When you drop a mass, it's going down, it's accelerating because of the force of gravity on the mass at 9.8 meters per second squared. Ah, boom. When you take a slingshot, and that's 100 pounds of force, and that's 100 pounds of mass, that's 100 pounds of force. Well, now this, with the slingshot, goes bang, right? And if I go here to 200 pounds of force, it goes bang! And that's because of this, the exponential. exponents are very cool, and that's how Warren Buffett can be a billionaire. Because the compounding interest of money means that if you keep doubling it, it gets big at some point, and when it's big, then it gets really big, and then it gets gigantic, and then it gets bigger than you can believe. All right, here we go. Back to the story. I outlined for these guys. I did. Didn't I outline for you? Tom, come here, right? So I'm going to prove I'm not nuts, right? Did I outline for you upstairs and like talk your ear off, but it was cool, you didn't mind listening, that this is a strategy that I have sort of constructed and that like I know exactly what I'm doing? Was that the case, or was I just fucking nuts?
We heard the backstory.
Okay, but specifically, let's address the question. Was I explaining to you how this is strategic because in the age of Trump, there's no rules, it's a popularity contest, and if you don't make a lot of noise and make controversy, well then guess what? They drive by.
You're thorough, very thorough.
Thank you, all right? And I'm fucking
And also
nuts, too.
crazy.
And also crazy, right. Yes, both sides utilized, baby. Thank you, Tom. All right, so prime. This is used for prime. It's used for developing the best butt you've ever had. But I don't have the peer-reviewed research, so just, sorry. It works. All right, clock. All right, so here we go, prime. Now we are ready to perform. We are gonna perform better. We're not gonna meet in Long Beach. No, we're not. Fucking, the guy on stage is not gonna do it. In fact, if you are WEC method qualified, we reserve the right to revoke your qualification at any time for any reason, because if you're caught doing parallel presses, well then you are out. And you can come back to get qualified, because we will forgive you, but you will pay twice the money if you're gonna come back and take the same level 1. Don't do anti-rotation. Or do. Let's see if you can breathe underwater. The flood. All right, prime to enhance the perform. Use the Bosu Ball to do better with the barbell. Use the Bosu Ball to do better with the foot race. Use the Bosu Ball to take your basketball hoop here and jump higher and dunk it, which is so much fun. Or if you're like me, aspire to dunk a tennis ball, because I can't do a basketball. I used to be able to do volleyball. Da-da-da. All right, so now, if you're gonna train, then it's not like high intensity. Okay, run over there, rah, do a push-up, do a burpee, do, oh my gosh, do it. Okay, I'm exhausted. Oh my God, what an amazing workout. I'm so much more powerful. No, you are not. You were conditioned to move your body at 65%, because that's all you could give in the training. So you were nowhere near your threshold, so your nervous system didn't change a bit other than saying, oh, I'm so sore, I'm so tired, what an amazing workout. I want you to kick my ass today. Well, then go to fucking that, or go to Australia. Here we go. Prime, perform, productive recovery. This is the opportunity. And for your clients, it's the opportunity to have them do something that they would otherwise leave you in a heartbeat if you tried to do it before perform. Let's do it this way. You see the logo and the flag. Yes, that's who I am. So now, with the rope, we now tie it all together. WEC method. I'm not gonna do double unders, There's nothing wrong with it. And as a matter of fact, it's a skill you want to do. And if you want to learn the skill, the best you can learn from is David Newman, RX Jump Ropes. He has the best jumper in the world. There are knockoffs, people exploit his pioneering aspect, but if you want the original and the best, and the methodology instruction, David Newman, RX Jump Ropes. So, here's what we do, right? With WEC method, we want to unify the down, right? When we are training, what we want to do is unify the down so that we don't have to use our muscles. Boom, 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 boom. You know what sucks about that? Is you don't get tired. All right, so now, with the rope, you want to define the underhand, right? And there's all sorts of patterns. The spirals are led by the pinky. Now, normally I would keep the rope going the same, so that's underhand, that's overhand, all right? And this, you ain't never seen that before, have ya? Whoa! You go to the YMCA, and some dude is dunking 2 balls, and you're over there doing this. He's dunking 2 balls, he's like, yo, what is that? You caught his attention. So now, boom, 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 boom. Now watch this. Now, these guys are flow artists here in the online movement university. That the reason why they drove 1 hour down to San Diego is because Chris Chamberlain taught them for 1 month the coiling core. That's what he taught them. And it's so simple. We want to 45 the body to have the 90 degrees. And now, hey, we want to weight this so that we have 110 sheen when I was crazy. Now, I take this and I go here. And I don't weight it, so I can go here, but I'm here. Now, I want to, 45, right? 45. Now, pizza, pizza. You'll learn this all in qualification. Now, wham. 1, 2, 3. Here's how we get out now. If you don't know this and you don't do it right, leave. Don't come back until you want to do it right. Low and slow. Now, for the purposes of my well-being, I must do the other side. Because if I don't, it don't feel right. I need to get the jing, bing, bing, wing, ding, 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 bing, oh, wing, wing. You see the way I move? 49 years old, hip replacement. I don't have a tricep, huh? That's right, we bad. Now, I'm not gonna show you everything, but you're still mesmerized. If you're in the fitness industry and you're a geek, you are mesmerized. You can't keep your eyes off me. I'm the man behind the mission, and I really don't matter. I just had to get this thing off the ground. When you come, I'm here in the beginning. Soon I won't be. I'll be off to other things and just stop in, because you're gonna be in good hands without me. If it needs me, well then it dies with me, and it doesn't need me. So let me be. They tried to shut me down on MTV. But it'd be so empty without me. So, we're gonna do pulsing, and then we're gonna do Bosu Ball. Is that okay, DJ?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Now, your coach. Hey, they didn't break. What a great invention. I didn't invent it. Okay, here we go. Now, your coach practiced this morning, had you line up sequentially, they didn't have anything, and you were to do this, right? You gotta keep it 90, which is why I have you here, so you can't do what real runners do, which is straighten it. And you gotta come here, you gotta keep it 90, which is not what real runners do, because they do that, okay? Your preconceived notions of function. Your preconceived notions put sand into motion, and you ain't moving better. 11 years ago, a man did a study to prove that Bosu balls were bullshit and give the scientific foundation for every guy out there who is stuck in a 15-year-old brain. No matter how big and strong they get, they're 15. And then they go to Teen Nation, where all of them gang up and eat the raw, rotten meat that is fed, and they dig their fangs in because they're bloodthirsty. And then they go out of their way to bash my Bosu ball. My baby! You mess with my baby, and I've been patient. Now my baby's like 20 years old. Now he's starting to learn how to fight for himself. He got you stronger, and now his daddy is now your daddy. If you bash my Bosu ball, you are my daddy. Now, and let me just say something here, because it's too interesting. If you're in the fitness industry, you are still watching, and you've opened up your email while you're sitting there watching, and you have emailed getqualified@weckmethod.com because the bottleneck is, oh, what are we gonna do about the bottleneck? There's a new way to run. It's never been done before. It literally makes every athlete, you have no choice. If you do the high jump, you do the Fosbury flop, you do not do the Western roll, despite the fact that he faced the same challenge as me. He had these obstinate, willfully ignorant, terrified of displacement authorities with the peer-reviewed research standing on the stage at the most prestigious summits where we will all learn to perform better. You don't fuck with Weck. You don't do it. So now, your coach just taught you all wrong all this morning, and the non-good athletes of you ran all dumb, right? Because you're landing out of balance, you're swinging your arms, you're slower than you should be, and it's a travesty that you don't get to exercise your birthright, which is to run. And in case you're wondering out there, if you want to get ready to run, you don't need to assess your deep squat, all right? So get over it, LeBron James. I know that you're in a crisis because you just can't do a deep squat and you failed the test, right? Right? Am I wrong? No, I'm not. So, what we want to do, we want to coil the cord and be an athlete. We want to synthesize right. What we want to do is we want to move with effortless power. Ready? Take my heartbeat, Tom. Where's my heart at? Just go, tell the camera, go, boo, boo, boo. Is it where? Is it there?
It's there, it's there.
Let me see.
You've got a heartbeat.
No, I did go to the pace though. Okay, so that's pretty quick. Don't pinch it off.
Is he human?
Is he human, right? Am I human?
He's human.
All right, so you go bop, bop, bop on the beat.
Bump, 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 bump.
All right, not too bad, right? Heart rate variability. You want to have heart rate variability? Well, let your muscles have the freedom to like be a mechanical pump, right? It feels so good. It transformed people. My 80-year-old mother. Come on, Woodcock. Stop watching. Turn it off. Go away. Do I have to block? Well, I'm not going to hang out on Instagram anyway. We're going to post this on YouTube, the David Weck Show. Because what I told these guys upstairs, is that a story worth listening to? I didn't hear you.
You should charge for it.
Oh, I should charge for it. Is it a story worth listening to?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't hear. Is it a story worth listening to?
Yes.
Yes. Is it a story worth listening to?
Yes.
Come on, give me some love. Give yourself some love. Is it a story worth listening to?
Hey!
We have work to do. All right. So, now, let me explain something here. This is so easy. My 80-year-old mother, who had not run in 35, 40 years, if that. Last time she ran, I was 7 and we were running on the beach in Cape Cod doing beach Olympics. Yay, right? So now, my 80-year-old mother, right? Her motivation to exercise is not, oh, I want to look better, oh, I want to look like Brad, right? I want to take my skinny body and pump it up and pose for the picture like this and spray tan myself and be the expert in hypertrophy. Really? 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 The reason you're the expert in hypertrophy is you're selling to an audience that has been sold nonsense for so long that they're going to buy what you're selling. Because you got a PhD and you're a fellow. You're a fellow. And because you're a fellow, your actions, last week, this week, I don't remember, your actions were disgraceful. It's the most insidious kind of Bosu bashing because Mr. Woody, Fruity Woody in Australia, nobody takes him seriously because he's such a buffoon. But Brad, hold on, wait, let me, okay, ready, does that look okay? Wait, hold on. Am I orange enough? No, is it, what color? Brad, I'm making fun of you, brother, because you came at me with the insidious Bosu bashing because you came at me with your PhD. You came at me with your, I'm a fellow, the most adored, I'm a fellow, and I was not brushing your Bosu Ball. You were disingenuous. You were pushing your agenda because you did not copy the sentence or two that I put underneath this ridiculous, stupid, moronic, ignorant, willfully ignorant picture with a man on a Bosu Ball squatting. Now, he wasn't compressing because he wasn't taught to, right? So I would agree with you, that's not the best way to use a Bosu Ball, but when you take a picture of him doing that exercise, doing compression, you will see virtually the same exact picture. It is limit force elastic, Brad. We are not doing what you teach people, what you don't know. And when you qualify this picture with a giant X through it that disgraces your fellowship in an organization that is charged with providing information to make people healthier, move better, and you're taking a modality that has so much to offer every single human at every single age. Tracy Markley, 90-year-olds, little autistic kids, finally getting to be able to focus on something, and athletes, and me. And you disparage this thing with this insidious, passive-aggressive, hey, that Weck is on Instagram, and he's tagging Eric Cressy, because Eric Cressy is Mr. Freaking Anti-Rotation. And if you've been doing the PP, and you've been doing it by that name, and you learned it from me, or you learned it from someone who learned it from me, I'm staking my flag in the ground. I am unequivocally saying that you must brace your core to run. Stuart McGill is my idol, and I used to do anti-rotation, which is the stupidest exercise, and I'm a baseball specialist. Oh boy. One day coming into work, the baseball guys will be there, or maybe they don't come, don't say anything to you, but they're gonna go, why in the hell have you not been teaching us to be better baseball players? Well, you've gotten better. Yes, we have, despite the fact that you've discombobulated our nervous system to make the little muscles of the spine do what they cannot do and should not do. Chong the piano keys with forearms, as opposed to playing music like this, 88 keys like my method, and you taught the lads to boom, boom, boom here, not to brace for sagittal force, but to oh, I'm a martial artist and I'm gonna brace. Oh, well, guess what? You suck, right? That dojo next to Quick Check and the freaking laundromat, their black belts don't mean so much, right? That's what you got. I tell you, man, the fact that you have not come out of the hole that your head is in to say something is why the heat is increasing. The pressure is building. And now it ain't me. Because I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the hordes, the thousands of people who you have poisoned their minds with this insidious, scientific, peer-reviewed justification. It is disgusting. That is a travesty of justice. And this just is the truth. I'm using Old Spice hair drill, and normally I don't sweat because normally cheetah don't stretch and cheetah don't sweat. That's me. But I'm sweating because I'm so amped up, because I'm so happy, because Weck Method, we had a massive problem when we offered the here, use this code to get to the thing, because we're not offering it to the public. We only offer it to the people who email us, because emailing is skin in the game. Email means that you care. Email means that you want to work with Weck. If you don't write an email to get qualified at weckmethod.com, well, then you're not first. My goal by next Friday is I want 1,000 registered people, and it's going to be really hard because right now we don't have the answer. Right now, the very first one, we can do 10 people, and now we're going to have to figure out how to squeeze in the people because there's a glitch in the system. When we made the call for 10 people, paying $1,500 to come here and train with me, led by Chris Chamberlain. So you don't have to deal with Nutty Weck. Nutty Weck is going to be helping you, and he's not going to be nutty. He's just going to be so interested in making you the absolute best trainer, because Weck Method is a brand. Weck Method is a method, it's a movement. Well, you're just regurgitating stuff. Oh, yeah? Did Adam and Eve run faster with weights? No, they didn't. I don't think so. Are we still good? Is it done?
Just,
Died battery? All right, so, Irvin, you still going?
Yeah.
All right, good. You've been going all the time?
Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you for the patience, guys, putting on the show, because this is gonna fill up. What this video right here does, on YouTube, Instagram, I'm done. I got to the point where I can't field all the direct messages. I got to the thing. If you want to talk with me, I'm not on Instagram, so what you gotta do is now you gotta send an email. GetQualified@weckmethod.com. In your message, say, I gotta ask David Weck a question. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up, but my goal by next Friday is 1,000 signups. But guess what they're gonna be? And I'm predicting it. I think we may get to 100,000 signups by next Friday. And Mary's coming back on Tuesday because she's on vacation with her family. And we never want to upset the balance of family, okay? We want you to work and be prosperous and do great things for the world because we need to do it. Humanity is in big trouble and it's an emergency situation, and we have an entire fitness industry with a niche position themselves at the top, and they know how to make you perform better. There's a bit of a schizophrenic relationship there that I'll talk about later. We're gonna have 100,000 people who want to register. 100,000. You know what that means? That means you who get in first, you're gonna do it, and then we're gonna figure out how you get up to level 2 so that you can start qualifying others. And there's 9 levels. And once you get to 9, now you go forever. 9, you go deeper in 9. Here we go. So, last thing I'm gonna talk about just one last thing, all right? What I am is, if anything, I've proven that I'm dynamic, I'm entertaining, I'm annoying, but I can't be ignored because I have something too valuable to share with the marketplace. And I am never going to sell my company. And when I make shoes, the world will be wearing my shoes. Everybody's gonna be walking with Weck and running with Weck because Weck said, what the heck is going on? Why are we doing things that are so stupid? It's because you didn't know better, but now you do. And to the Bosu basher out there, I'm gonna tell you what I did, all right? I had to vent anger. I was extremely angry because my company literally could have been cut out of unrealized revenue of $100 million. Go down my Instagram post, look at the black card with the white writing with the numbers, 100 times 1,000, 100 times 10,000, 100 times 11. Now, 100 times 1 million. Do you think that 1 million Bosu Balls is a lot of Bosu Balls compared to the number of Bosu Balls that there are? Now, let's look at it. Who are the influential trainers? Is it the trainer at 24 Hour Fitness that is doing something silly with the Bosu Ball because they just haven't been informed? Or is it the man standing on the stage teaching people how to perform better? Is it? There's a little old boys club, and they didn't let David Weck in because he was a guy with a gadget with insincere motives who was just out to trick you, to do circus tricks that make you weaker because he's an idiot and he's dishonest and he's a, if you listen to the Australian guy, well, good God, then I don't know, right? But you're not going to listen to him anyway because nobody is, and he's done. Do you have Uber in Australia yet? Do they have that? Okay, what are you going to do? Scoop up kangaroo poop? Like, what are you going to do for a living now? Huh? Who's going to come to your gym, right? I'm going to make you famous, brother. I'm going to make you famous. Get on your knees and beg if you want to try to get back into the kingdom. These guys are cracking up over here. Is that right?
Got a lot of OMU friends in Australia.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, if they need someone to sweep the floors in their gym, call Woodcock.
Woodcock's the man.
Hey, Woodcock. Hey, Woodcock. Hey, where the fuck are you, Woodcock? You're late. Woodcock, there's a lot of sweat on the floor here. Where the hell are you, Woodcock? You're leaving a message. Ah, damn it, Woodcock. And Woodcock is like off in the woods, like, mumbling fucking numbers. Go to the doctor and take the pills, all right? He'll figure out. Prozac, there's a lot of them, man, and they work. I take deslefaxin, which is the generic of Prestique, and that keeps me right where I want to be. And I take lamotrigine, which is a generic of Lamictal. because that keeps me right where I want to be. Where do I want to be? Here's normal, and I want to be like right here in terms of my energy, my enthusiasm, my intellect and stuff, and I don't want to be here where I was, because that led to here, okay? And I almost died. And I'm the most honest guy you're gonna meet in the fitness industry. Why? Because I'm the people's champ. I'm the people's champ. Am I the people's champ?
Yeah.
These guys ask me, who's the people? Oh, I said, how many are there? 7 billion more? How many? Let's call them light bulbs. Let's turn them all on, right? The reality is, there's a lot of people who can't help themselves. That's the majority. It's 85% who don't join gyms and don't exercise, so they never fall off the wagon because they're never getting on the wagon, except for buying that piece of crap on TV from the people who are selling gadgets with insincere motives, lying to people to take their money and give them a piece of plastic that just adds more trash plastic in the world, okay? And metal and whatever the heck else they make, these silly, idiotic, stupid, false claim products. That disgusts me and I want it to go away, all right? I want to put that under because it makes me sick to my stomach. And then there's a lot of bad in the world, like people in Venezuela starving. Perhaps even now, cover your ears if you can't take this. I have heard, I have no way to corroborate the evidence, that they're eating people, the ones who don't make it. There is no food. We ate the leather shoes last night. That wasn't very filling. Oh, God, can you imagine? It's like being stuck in the Andes Mountains, but it's a whole nation, and the natural resources are so abundant that this is a travesty. This happened in 2019. It's a travesty. It's awful. It should not be. And I believe that my mission first, to make every step stronger for everyone, is going to position me with a certain sense of authority and justice where I am the people's champ. I'm not gonna pay athletes $1 billion to wear my logo because I don't need to buy the guy on the cover of Sports Illustrated, because Sports Illustrated is they're gonna develop a whole year that is Weck method. And if you don't wanna do that, well then you don't get to talk to me. We're gonna do this story right. Runner's World, don't even bother. I begged you to get the jump on the story. With Runner's World, I wrote letter after letter to the editor when I was met with this little mousy reply, like, insulting and disgusting, where it's like, well, science says that, there is no, way to help all runners. They have to let them do it the way their body does it. Okay, well, you don't understand what I'm telling you then, okay? So now, don't go out on a limb. Don't go out on a limb. Here's the story. I'm gonna pitch it to you because it's good for me and it's good for you. It's good for you because now you get to be first in history. Not anymore, but here's what I said. I said, listen, don't commit yourself, right? Put me on the line. Say, hey, there's this guy Weck, and he's making these unbelievably bold claims that he can make everybody faster, and that every single expert that ever is, was, or will be, well, not will be, because now they're gonna know, is wrong. Wow. We can't believe the audacity, but this guy seems to think it, right? Send your reporter out here, show me going nuts, make it a fucking thing where you set the set up where people are like, this guy's insane. Do we want to see him fail? And now when I don't, Runner's World, you got to break the story. But now, I don't know, feel free to write about it. You ain't gonna talk to me, I ain't picking up the phone for you. There are consequences, I am trying my best. Am I trying my best to just share information?
People's champ.
People's champ, I'm the people's champ. I'm the people's champ. I'm the people's champ. And I'm undefeated, and I can't, but no, I'm not undefeated. I've been beat up for years, but now I took my licks. I learned how to turn the other cheek, right? What did Jesus say, right? When someone throws the strike, turn the other cheek. As if to say, okay, that wasn't fun. Well, what if we just think about the instruction and think about what Jesus was instructing us to do? James Toney, Philly Rowe, Floyd Mayweather. Oh, you gonna punch me here? Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn this cheek. I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna keep my center so I can follow. So I'm gonna fade, follow, right? I'm not gonna take myself off balance so I can't throw my punch, because I'm gonna follow your punch back faster than you can bring it back and knock you out, because I listened to Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Jesus, the truth, the way, the light. And believe whatever you want to believe, just make sure it works. That's all that matters. So now, I'm gonna turn, oh, he's gonna hit me in this cheek. Oh, well, he's not gonna get my cheek, because he's here and that. You hit me right here, that'll hurt. Right, I'm here, right? Floyd, James Toney. James Toney was so good at this that he could fight fat. He didn't even have to train. Because he's like, turn the other cheek, turn the other cheek. Boom, he was one of the greatest technicians ever. And if he'd had the will and the discipline to train, well, maybe it would have turned, well, he wouldn't have gone up to heavyweight from like 140 pounds. But he was one of the greats because he listened to Jesus. Turn the other cheek. There's so much more to come. I gotta go answer the phone. Peace and blessings. Email. Tell a friend. Because here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna teach you how to conduct a running clinic, even if you're not a runner. Market it to people, even if there's a runner, you gotta go to it. It's 90 minutes, hour and a half. It's $150. You go home with the greatest invention in the history of human locomotion, and all you learn to do, this is it. You learn to do this, 1, 2, 3, okay, womp womp. This, 1, 2, 3, womp womp, okay, you got it now. Okay, run around. Oh my gosh, all right, put your pulses down, all right, ready? Pick up your pulsers, run. And what's really cool about a Weck method running clinic is when you're running, you don't take 2 laps and then say, how many more are these gonna do? How many more are these gonna do? Because we are not telling you to stand here and spend 6 minutes. Wait, first, we're not ready. We didn't do the deep squat with the bar overhead. Oh my God. We're ready. Oh shit, I can't do it. Nope. Gotta create torque. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to foam roll for 10,000 hours today. And I'm not even gonna fix the problem because I had to get ready to run. Okay, my knees have to hit the walls. Oh my God. And you know who I'm making fun of. And it's just tough love, right? Right? These guys are like, I'm like, listen. I'm teasing these people because they, sort of need it, because they ain't gonna listen to me otherwise. Excuse me, I know you have a PhD in peer review, but I think I have something that might interest you. I think, would you pay me the time of day to just let me explain what I have? You got any peer review research? No, I'm sorry, sir. Get out of here! I don't have peer review research. Fuck your Bosu Ball, you're so weak and blah, blah, blah. You come back when you have peer review research. But they, you run faster and rep over rep over rep. Like you don't put them in your hands and you run, and then you put them in your hands and you run, and you're faster with your hands, and then you do it again and you do it again, 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 and you're always faster with the weights. Well, where's your peer-reviewed research? That's anecdotal evidence. The clock. You think the clock is scientific? We have taken our $1 million laboratory. We've analyzed people run on a high-speed treadmill with 5,000 frames per second, and we've come to the definitive scientific conclusion that stride frequency is equal amongst all human beings. What that means is little old lady and Usain Bolt, well actually, bing, 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 almost like 4.6 times per second. Little old lady, 1, 2, 3, like 1.5 per second. But to every human being, and we know because we have $1 million laboratory with $1 million treadmill and $1 million camera, and I don't know what the salary is, but I got a PhD, I'm the authority, and New York Times is gonna call me and ask me, like, what's the key? Well, we know that it's stride frequency the same, right? Okay, yes, we do. That's not a mistake, it's an unforgivable misunderstanding. It's an unforgivable misunderstanding. Okay, if I say carpal, metacarpal, and metatarsal, I mess it up. I say adductor, abductor. You remember when you were young in a career, and when it was like you weren't quite sure if it was carpal or tarsal, like carpal's here, tarsal's here, but you had a little tiny hitch of like, how did I remember that again? Oh yeah, carpal, right? You remember when that was sort of like a challenge, and that's what it was for me, right? And so now we get other researchers who are the best people on the core and the spine. And we know because we've done the science. And we know that that flexing the spine is something that you should never do, ever, unless you want to be good at yoga and sacrifice your ability to be strong. So you either get one or the other. So doing this at all, like this, and just that is terrible. And God forbid you ever do a back bend and do like a bridge. God forbid. Because why? Because we took the spine of a pig, not in vivo, and we put it into a box with a mechanical thing that's just gonna wee, and it broke. Can you believe that? Yeah. How much did it cost you this thing? Well, did you at least get to eat the rest of the pig? Like, what's going on here? Like what? Like, why would you need to do the study? You don't know the spine. Think of a pig. Is a pig walking up like this? Right? Is a pig doing this? He still does spinal engine, but it's different. He does overhand figure eights. We do underhand figure eights. All right. I've talked enough. Let me finish up here in the close to the camera. I'm so grateful because I arrived to this place before I'm 50 years old. Man, was it a race. Man, was it a ride. I almost didn't make it. But God bless America. God bless you. Even the Bosu bashers, you will be forgiven, right? But here's the deal. You have to pay some penance for the sin, the crime. You have cost my company millions of dollars. And you have robbed people of the benefits of training with one of the most incredible training tools ever invented. I can say that without flinching because it is. Oh, Weck is arrogant. Anybody who, listen to me, if anybody out there like does hate on this one, like in the fitness industry, if somebody's not interested and they see the guy bopping around, that's fine, whatever. And they're not hate me either. Maybe they say, oh, that guy's nuts, I left. Okay, whatever. But if some guy, like in the Australia guy, comes out and like, you're a liar, you know, it's forced to the ground, you don't walk on an unstable surface, so why on earth would you ever train it when it's forced to the ground, you call EMS, doo-doom, he's back. He just picked it up right where he left off. I thought that he would walk out of the ring. I God's honest did think that he would walk out of the ring, but jeez Louise. He's psychotic, unbalanced. You think I'm unbalanced? I'm bipolar. He's polar. He's polar insane. There's no up. There's none. And the reason I'm beating you up right now is because the people who count in your little camp of your tertiary education with peer-reviewed science, I am with Brad, I'm with Eric, I'm with Chris, and whoever the hell else is stepped up to battle with Weck. No. I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm into win-win relationship. I'm a very loyal person. Come over here. I trip and I don't fall. I trip and I don't fall. You all saw that. I got caught in the noose. I trip and I don't fall. I got balance. Now, right here, let me just give you a little plug, a shameless plug about the new heavy hand weights, the solid hand weights. So here we got, this is the new fast hand weight, agile hand weight, fight hand weight, and this is the new dumbbell because it's a smart tool because it's a fat bell. And it is made, invented, and copied already by 6 or 7. It's called the Fat Bell, and what it does, puts you in the center, and it changes the game. And why I love it so much is because it allows us to Weck methodize the hand weight. Because what position do you learn a Weck method when you come to level 1? You learn the position. You learn the dart. You learn this position. That's what you learn, and guess what you can do in a Fat Bell? Oh, you can't see it, but that's what I'm doing, baby. Oh, that's Weck method. And what that position does is it creates the optimal, length, tension, relationship of the biceps to give you the maximum return of your connective tissue. You tell me. Am I nuts? It's locomotion. And in the land of the blind, the six-eyed man is king. I am the king of locomotion. I am the greatest biomechanist that ever was. And I'm here to make every step stronger for you. I need shepherds to help the sheep. I want to reward the shepherds with more money and do the marketing for them so that they can do what they love to do and not do what they hate to do and aren't good at. How many of you gym owners out there are struggling? I've been doing 3 years. I haven't paid myself. I moved into the gym. I can't breathe. How much longer can I do what I love to do? I don't know. Well, better call Weck. Get qualified at weckmethod.com. I'm going to teach you how to monetize your space. I'm going to teach you how to monetize a park. I'm going to teach you how to put $4,500 in your pocket, in your wallet. Now, you got to pay your own tax. It's on you, so play by the rules. But ain't bad for 6 hours work on a Saturday morning. All right, peace and God bless.